The 2017 Oscar nominations were just revealed earlier this morning, and as far as shocking wake-up calls go, we're breaking down this year's biggest snubs and surprises. Today's episode is brought to you by the Uncarrier, introducing T-Mobile One, all unlimited, all in. We never know really what to expect each year when it comes to surprising snubs, but one thing is for sure, the Oscars definitely keep us guessing. Kicking things off with some of the year's biggest Oscar snubs, just to get the bad news out of the way first. One of the most talked about snubs goes to Queen Taraji P. Henson for her leading role in Hidden Figures. Although the film itself scored a spot in the Best Picture category, our girl Taraji failed to receive a nom, and this is one math equation that just doesn't add up. However, I do have to give major congrats to her co-star Octavia Spencer for nabbing a spot in the Best Supporting Actress category. One familiar face who is no stranger to receiving Oscar noms is Amy Adams, who was also snubbed for her performance in Arrival, who landed noms in all award shows, GG, SAG, etc. Actor Hugh Grant, who may have to wait another year or two for his first ever Oscar nom, also failed to appear in any category for his performance in Florence Foster Jenkins. Tom Hanks' heroic adaptation as airline pilot Chelsea Sullenberger, who made a successful emergency landing of a U.S. Airways flight on the Hudson River, was not so successful in making the cut in any of the major categories. Although he may just be another Marvel character to some, Ryan Reynolds' performance as Deadpool surprised millions last year, but despite its box office success, Ryan may just have to prove himself another year. Tom Ford's Golden Globe-nominated film Nocturnal Animals also got snubbed this year for any major category as well, including Best Picture. And as for animated films, you won't be finding Trolls or Finding Dory on the list this year. Although Justin Timberlake did make the list for his contribution to Trolls soundtrack, so we'll take what we can get. But speaking of songs, unfortunately Pharrell will not be doing a happy dance to the Oscars this year, as he was snubbed for his track in Hidden Figures, I See a Victory, along with Stevie Wonder, who sings the upbeat song Faith with Ariana Grande in the feel-good film Sing. Thankfully, we got the bad news out of the way, and although you may not be too pleased with this year's snub list, the list of surprises will hopefully restore your faith in future films. Seeing Mel Gibson on the list wasn't the biggest surprise, but seeing him on the list for the first time in over 20 years since his directing Braveheart and winning Best Director in 1996 was quite the nice surprise. Nocturnal Animals, along with this year's Golden Globe winner for the film, Aaron Taylor Johnson, were both upsetting snubs, but Michael Shannon happened to score himself a nom for Best Supporting Actor in the film, along with 20-year-old Lucas Hedges for his first ever nom in the Supporting Actor category for his role in Manchester by the Sea. It's always nice to see new faces appear in major categories, and this year's Ruth Negga's performance in the film Loving led her to her first ever nomination in one of the award show's biggest categories for lead actress. So she may have bumped out Amy Adams this year, but everyone's got to have a chance at their own shining moment, right? But I think right now is the perfect time to leave off on a high note, so I'm curious to see which Oscar snubs and surprises shocked you the most this year. So be sure to hit us up right down in the comments section and dish it all out. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for checking in with me here on Clevver Awards Show coverage. I'm your girl, Jackie Idanisi. I'll see you guys next time. But if you're especially interested to see what celebs have to say about the 2017 Oscar noms, click to the left for all the best reactions. And we like to thank our sponsor, T-Mobile. T-Mobile One is all unlimited, all in. Switch today.